Hello, it's Kadisha, and I'm back with another video. This is just a reminder that things are not always as they seem. And it made me think about, on your mirror in your car, it says objects are closer than they appear. And what actually sparked this conversation was, of course, I told you I'm in school. So I'm taking this class, and I was talking to some of the ladies after, and they were asking me like, how do you did on certain exams? And I was like, oh, I didn't do good, and they're like, oh, I thought you aced it. And I'm like, what made you think that? And they're doing essentially better than me. And so that's what we have to be careful when and especially now we're in a social media world where people show how their life is looking so good and everything seems to be going well. And I'm not saying that we're supposed to broadcast the bad things or anything like that, but it's just like we have to be content in our own life and realize something that may appear to be better or maybe doing better may not be what it is. So it's like we really need to focus on us and what the Lord has called us to do, because you may be wanting to have someone else's life and do what someone else is doing, but of course you don't know the sacrifices that they have to make, and you just don't know their walk in life. So don't want for other people's life or think that someone's life is better than yours just because it appeared to be, because you could be really wrong. Like the girl, like I was just saying, the girl was like, oh, I thought you aced it. I would like to have said I did, and of course not trying to make light of school, because I'm paying for this class. I'm like, yeah. And even if I wasn't paying for it, like I need to be intentional and of course do great in everything I do. So yeah, this was just like a reminder to me, of course, to just like not necessarily look at someone else's life and think that their life is better than mine or their situation is better than mine, because that may not be the case. And then you're sitting here wanting their life or their grade, and yours is better. Yours is better. You can tolerate yours better because the Lord has planned your life accordingly. So he knows what things you can do and what you need to do. And so we have to get out of this comparison lifestyle. Of course, this is, like I always say, this is easier said than done, because we live in a place, or we live in a time where everything is in your face and you get to see the good in everybody's life. And so it's so easy to say that my life isn't as good as those, and you could be very far from right on that one. So yeah, I just had to remind myself, and of course encourage myself, because like, girl, you need to be acing this class. You don't need to be not acing the class. But I'm just like, of course I'm not intentionally not trying to, but I'm just like, okay, I'm not doing as well as I would like to do, and I got to do better. But you're thinking that I'm doing better than you, and you essentially doing better than me. So don't just look on the outside. That's just, I guess, kind of goes what the Lord talks about. Is like we look on the outside and see what the outward may appear, but the Lord said he judges the heart. He knows exactly what's going on in everybody's situation. So let's be content with our life and know that what we have is enough, and we don't have to want someone else's life, because you may in turn not want it when you really find out the ins and outs of their lives. So thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, sa cambio que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.